Good morning. It is June 7th, Saturday, June 7th. That's June's kitty. Look at the little tufts on the ears. I like that. I know it's been a long time. It's a beautiful day out. Gorgeous. I'm going to go out and start taking care of my yard here soon. Sorry for the absence. I'm sure you're all waiting on bated breath for me to come back. Lots happened in, I guess it was March 29th. I rewatched the video just recently, and we had an ice storm. That was part of the video that they were calling for that. I showed my window with ice on it, and there's all my jackets. I take them off and throw them there. I have to put that away. That's throughout the week kind of thing, because I wear, different ones through the week. But anyways, and sometimes I don't even wear them. I take them with me in case it gets cool. But, and then they just end up there at the end of the day. So anyways, in that video, the power had flickered, and it did go off. It went off, and it stayed off for 5 days. That's terrible. For my sister and I, for the whole city, we were in a state of emergency. Basically, the whole, Pockets still had power, couldn't get gas. My neighbor, who is on a different grid, she ended up running an extension cord over through my window with a heater, so we could at least, do the kettle and put on and have some heat. And it was a big, long 5-day ordeal. And then my internet, trees were falling. I wish I had recorded some of it when it was happening. That would have made a great video, but I didn't think of that. Because you could hear the trees in the back all along the backyards, because my backyard butts up against somebody else's, the whole street does. And it's a tree line all the way across. And trees were just breaking off, and it sounded like, dinosaurs walking through the woods. Crack, 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 crack. And then I was upstairs. I'm just showing you some of my messes. I don't know why, because if you see me, you'd opt out. So anyways, I know this is ridiculous. If anybody's watching this, God love you for hanging in there with me. But we'll look at my birds. So it was a state of emergency, and during the storm, I was upstairs listening to it, and I seen a transponder blow up, and there was emergency vehicles everywhere, and it was just crazy. It was a crazy, crazy time. And then one of the trees that did fall from my neighbor cut my internet line outside, like my Bell 5, my cable, whatever you want to call it, which I get my internet through, just chopped it right off. And it was a month before that was restored. So I was without internet, so that was interesting. That was a challenge, because you don't realize how addicted you are to these things until you don't have them. So, but managed to get through that. But that took me to the end of April. And then I just my sister went away. I did some work on the basement, and I should have got on then, because I painted part of the basement floor. And it is very odd to do videos with my sister in the house. I feel strange. I'm not going to go down there and start talking outside her door with her there. And she's here most of the time. So, she's a retired lady, and she does go out the odd time, but I can't, don't have my ear to the floor listening to when she's in and out kind of thing. We spend a lot of time together. We were out yesterday, out and about. My son was over, did some painting on the outside at the peaks of my house. It's pretty shabby in certain spots, like upstairs on the peaks, because it's a story and a half. There's 2 old windows, and they're all, flaking and everything like that. So we just decided, I got a free can of paint because I had enough points on my paint card. And so I got the brown, and I thought, we'll just clean anything up with the brown that looks shabby. So basically we're, putting lipstick on a pig, but just like this old house. I can't quite do windows yet. Like, I'm thinking about it, not ready to pull the trigger. But in the meantime, let's just tidy this place up and make it look presentable. It does, but I'm looking forward to painting that shed over there. I got some flowers out and I'm going to paint it brown and repaint the white, and I want to put a new grate in, and that'll just, you know, make it look nice and whatnot. So anyways, today's a beautiful day. Just thought I'd pop in, say hi. I haven't completely disappeared. I'm going to get ready, go outside and do some yard work. My son also cut down a bush, like a juniper bush. I don't know, I probably told you about that. It was just taking over. It was as high as it completely blocked my view, and he cut it down. Let's see if you can see it without showing houses. You can see the juniper bush right there, and it was right up to there, like completely covering. So, and I got some hanging plants there, and you know, makes a big difference. But it's all the trimmings are on the lawn, and I got to clean that up. So I'm getting ready. Got laundry in, made my bed, had my little morning devotion, had a nice little sleep in this morning. Oh, I got some new furniture. I can show you something. Okay, got this at the Restore. How much did I pay for that? I got it for a really good price. I did. My son's like, I can't believe you try to talk people down. It's like, they're fine with it. Like, if they don't want to do it, they won't do it. But if they do, so I got that for about half of what they wanted, or maybe a little bit more than half of what they wanted. It did have, you know, the frame thing on it. What do you call that? There's a name for this thing. But anyways, I mean, that's solid. And, you know, I got 3 more drawers and a little cabinet. I think my toaster oven looks a lot better there. That's my battery pack for my lawnmower. I bought myself a lawnmower kit, $2.99. And I got lawnmower, blower, weed whacker, and a bunch of hand tools. Thought that was terrific. And the lawnmower works so good. And then I got myself this little dresser for my bedroom, because the other one was just way too big. So I got this little dresser. I need to put a mirror up there. I do have a mirror, but I want a round one. I think I want a round one. So this is solid maple. I got this for $18. It's made by this company. It's a Canadian company. And I mean, I can't even lift this thing. I had to get my sons to go get it for me. Well, I couldn't have got it in my car. Well, I might have been able to. No, I couldn't have got it in my car. But my oldest son and my middle son. But I can't even lift that thing. I can't move it. It's so heavy. But, you know, so it's going to live there. But, and a nice round mirror there. That should be good, eh? And these are all my daughter's things from when she was a kid. I don't know that I'm going to keep them, or when I get back to her room upstairs, I'll put them up there, but that's that for now. So, you know, slow progress. Work has been interesting. It's good and bad kind of thing. Very grateful to have the job. I'll keep saying that. Sometimes I feel like I'm in over my head, but I mean, I couldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't have a job, and so I'm very, very grateful. And just keep reminding myself it's not all about me, and praying for each individual there. And yeah, let's look at the birds instead of my pile of jackets. So, how about I put you on hold? We'll take a look at the time, and I'm going to get ready, and then I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and just say a little goodbye to you. So it's 9:15, and we're going to put you on hold. I'll be back. Okay, what is that? 20 to 9? I do have no idea when we put you on pause. I got a beautiful breeze coming in here. My son, he does roofing, soffit, fascia, all that kind of stuff. He said we'll get some soffit and cover all that stuff up with it. So we're gonna do that. And over there, like this overhang is hideous. But if we clean all that up, and I'm going to paint that like a checkerboard, I think. You know, if I fancy it up somehow, I'm going to get rid of that. I'm thinking on that dresser. I mean, I refinished it. It looks so good. But the drawers don't work very good. But I'm thinking, is there wood there that I can salvage, that I could use somewhere else? You know, your brain hates to throw things in the landfill, right? So, or would somebody want it even with its broken drawers? Because I think it's 2 drawers that don't work very well. But anyways, I'm not going to fuss too much about it. I got a couple. Isn't that cute? I have a couple friends that from church that things are going on in their life. So anyways, I got those cards, and I got one for somebody else a while ago with that dog, and I just think just and the little thing inside that it says, I mean, it's not too much, do you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm just checking in on you, Karen, seeing how you're doing, hope everything's getting better, kind of thing. So anyways, measuring tape out because I want to measure. My son built me can you see it? Nope, you can't see it. I don't want to go out, I'm in my pajamas. He built me a little stand so I could get up my clothesline. We took the lights off the clothesline because he had lights running across the clothesline, previous owner, who I recently had a chance to meet because he's friends with the neighbor next door, and he was here. Like, he's moved up to, like a few hours away, him and his partner, and that's why he sold the house, because of a job change and all that business. And anyways, he was down for a weekend and came to visit her. I was out in the yard and had a great conversation with him. Lovely, lovely young man. And got to know a few things about the house. Actually, what was I going to say? We had a couple problems. Mice. Turned out to be 2 mice, but it took me these mice were eluding me. They were taking the food out of the trap. And my sister wasn't seeing any sign of it, and then she opened up her. I had left a little thing of grease on the counter. I'd poured grease into a bowl to cool, and left it there overnight. So I'd scrape it out in the morning. And when I came out in the morning, I could see something had been into it, and it was like, oh no! And then looked under the cupboard, and yep, I could see the evidence of mice. And so this went on for about 2 weeks, me trying to catch these mice. Finally, fell at work, recommended a certain kind of trap because what I was doing wasn't working, the traps. And I got the mice. And then she had a leak, and even though I no plumbers and whatnot, what I ended up doing was, because it was a mowing, that I called the handyman that helped me out with my cold room over at the other place that cleaned that out for me, took down the forms, and I like that view right there. Like when you see the steps and my little plant. So that's another part fascia right there. I'm going to cover that all up. It's just look how nice that looks. It's supposed to be covered with fascia. Straighten it out a bit because it's a little crooked. Like this house is 1941. That was added afterwards. Like there's a lot of handymen special around here. And I mean, I'm not knocking them. They did what they could with what they had, and they love this place. You can tell this place has been loved over the years. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So, and that was one of the things that made me want to buy it. As soon as I walked in, you had a good feeling, felt good, smelt good. You know what I mean? Like, smell is a lot. And it just had this, it's probably dryer sheets, I don't know, but you just walked in and it had this warm, comforting smell of home kind of thing. So, anyways, plumber, handyman, mowing. He came over, took the cartridge out, went over to plumbing supply, got another cartridge, put it in, no more leak. Cost me $80. And like I said, I know plumbers, but they still charge. I mean, they might give you a deal, but even the deal that they give you, it's a lot of money for plumbers, And I have my couch pushed down because I've had to turn my air conditioner on once. And there's the vent, and so, yeah, that's going to have to stay down there. Like, I don't have the air conditioner on today. Anyways, cleaned up a little bit. Hair's done. Looks crazy, but it's done. Like I've got it all on top of my head because I'm going out to do some yard work. My neighbor across the road's out doing his This street is, okay, it's obviously an old street in the city. Very small. I would say, wartime houses. 9 out of 10 houses are house proud. I'd say 9.5. There's like everybody's very house proud around here, and you can tell. So everybody takes care of their property. I mean, I would do that anyways, but it's like it's nice to be surrounded by that. So, okay, well, it was good chatting with you. Good to catch up. I got projects on the go, but like I said, it feels a little awkward with my sister downstairs. That's where I'm doing a lot of work. I'm actually going to open this basement door just to show you something very quietly. That was my laundry going, and if you've seen, I painted the basement floor, part of it, going into her apartment, because I said we're going to start with the ugly first, clean that up. And that's probably the ugliest portion of the house down there, is that little entry into her apartment. Well, so I painted the floor, got a couple nice rugs, and that my basement, going down to the basement is awful. So I'm cleaning it up. I've scrubbed it. I'm going to patch everything, and I'm going to paint that. I'm going to paint the stairs. I'm just going to make it, clean it up. And I said earlier, put lipstick on a pig, and I want to take that back because I got thinking about that. And it's not so much lipstick on a pig as it is somebody's lipstick's worn off a little bit and needs to be fixed up. And I don't have all kinds of money to tear things down and rebuild them, and it is just me. My son's a big help, but he works, he comes over, helps me here and there, and that's what's like, he's doing his best. And it's like, we've got, which is good progress is good progress. Actually, it was funny yesterday because I said to him about progress being progress, and he says, yeah, he heard this fellow Wes Hoff, I guess it is, who he listens to, saying that progress is progress, but you can progress right off a cliff. I don't know, you wrote me saying, but progress in the right direction to the goal that you want is progress in the right direction to the goal you want. Let's put it that way. So anyways, I'm going to check out now, and hopefully I'll be back with some more, projects done or things on the go. Take care. Happy Saturday. God bless.